my God. This meeting is being live streamed. Got it.
Does that mean YouTube?
I guess you have to log in.
I've never seen that before, so it must be.
Okay. We're now live on YouTube.
I'll behave myself.
Got it.
Does that mean YouTube?
Copy. Can you hear it?
I've never seen that before, so it must be.
Okay, so let me go to chat.
Oh, that's me. I've got to be careful. What I just...
Okay, there's the chat. Click on it and see if you can open your YouTube.
This right here?
Yeah, that link. Okay, so let me chat. Okay, I just muted live YouTube. Oh my God, it worked.
Yep.
Now what I have to do is see if I'll have to see if it's recording. Because now, okay, oh hold on, I'm gonna see if I can pause. Recording pause.
Okay, I just muted.
Zoom recording. Okay. Okay, hold on a second. I'm gonna pause it again. Okay, because what I want to do is I'm going to put up a little sign that says we will resume at 10 minutes to the hour. And so while I'm paused, that's what's going to show, and it worked. Oh my God. It's funny watching myself because YouTube is behind. Okay, all right. I got rid of help. All right, so let me put this in the chat for you. That's the link. And this is the name. We're going to do 528 hertz healing frequency with binaural beats. So, oh, what's going on? So, if you want to wear a headset, you can. Because binaural beats is stereo. It works better with a headset. But you don't have to. I'm not going to. So this channel is... Oh God, I hate it when it does that. Copy. This channel is in diction. I don't know how to say that. Evolutive. So, can you hear this? Let me. This is how I want to start. Can you hear that okay? Jean? Can you hear that? Jean, can you hear me? Can you hear me? On Zoom. Can you hear me on Zoom? This is hysterical. Can you hear me now? Are we still out of sync?
Good now.
Oh, okay. All right.
But on YouTube, I was like,
Yeah, YouTube is behind, but I needed to talk to you to get.
that's why I started typing. So I thought I'm not saying nothing because I was getting three different things going on at one
You have to
time.
mute YouTube. I muted YouTube so I don't hear it.
Okay.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure you could get to it.
Yeah, I can, but I'm not real time or something. I don't know, but
No, YouTube will be behind by about a half a minute.
oh, okay, okay. No,
Actually, maybe more than that because I think I set it up so that it could be up to 3 minutes behind because you get better video that way.
oh, okay.
You stream, live within 30 seconds, that's the worst video quality on YouTube. And then if you stream it within 1 minute, that's the second best. And then if you stream up to 3 minute delay or 5 minute, whatever it is, the longest delay possible, you get the best video. So that's what I picked for my streaming. So, okay, so it works. So I have to log in first. That's the secret. You have to log in first. And so you've got in chat what we're going to listen to. And I tested pause and restart. So we know that works. What I didn't test was stop record. Oh, no, I paused recording. That's good enough. Okay. All right. Whew, thank you very much for that.
That's working. That's good.
Yeah, we're streaming live on YouTube, so I don't know who's watching us besides us.
That's why I decided I better shut up.
So let me change this to speaker view. So we're going to go ahead and do the meditation. So I'm going to turn the music on low and go ahead and start. What I wanted to know was, can you hear this? And is that better when I hit it harder, or do you prefer it soft?
I notice a lot of difference.
So is that better?
That's good. That's good.
That's good? Okay, thank you. That's the other thing I wanted to test my bell when I start the summit. Okay, let me start the music. So go ahead into your inner space. Feet flat on the floor, sitting upright in the most comfortable position you have. And we call in all of our spirit helpers and power animals and all the beings that we work with to be with us during the meditation for protection and for guidance as we go on our journey. So take 3 deep, slow belly breaths. In, pause, and exhale. Pause. And continue breathing gently and slowly as you go into a very relaxed state. And let all the stresses of the day leave your body, and all the stressful thoughts leave your mind, so that you're now open to hearing what your guidance wants you to know. As we bring in positive, transformative energy and any DNA repair that's needed on this new moon, very special day today. And the energy of this new moon is affecting everyone. All of the new moons, full moon. And all of the full moons this year have been very, very powerful. And the effects can last for months. So we call on the seven lords, the lords of light, the lords of life. 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, 9. Utanas, Quertus, Jaital, Guyana, Hortal, Samvarta, and Ardal. We ask you to align, balance, harmonize, and heal our 7 chakras, and to open our rainbow bridge from the base of the spine to the top of the head. We thank you for this service. And now we call on the archangels for protection. Archangel Michael to stand to our right and protect us. Archangel Gabriel to our left to protect us. Archangel Uriel in front to protect us. Archangel Raphael in back to protect and heal us. And Archangel Metatron above us to protect us. And we have Mother Earth beneath our feet. And we ask Gaia to ground us deep within her. And to send her love and healing energy up into our body. And keep allowing this energy to fill every cell of your body. As much energy as you can hold as she raises our vibration. Feel the energy of all the archangels and of Mother Gaia as your vibration goes up in your astral field and in your soul energy, as your body continues to relax even more, but your soul vibration increases higher and higher. And next we call on Father Sun to come in and send his love and healing energy also into every cell of our body, so that the energy combines the yin and the yang together, balancing us, aligning us, grounding us, as we become a complete 5D entity with the highest vibration possible for us at this time. We are now a complete soul, balanced and aligned. And in this state, we travel to the center of the Milky Way galaxy. And here we connect to the monad of the galaxy. And we feel the incredible energy, the divine energy coming through the galaxy into us. And we are now united with all that is. All the inanimate objects, all the living things, all the humanoids. We are now all one. And in this state, we are healed, and any DNA changes are made, or repairs needed are made. And now in this state, we visualize the future we wish to see on Earth. Humanity freed from slavery. Humans healthy, free-thinking, independent, compassionate beings that we are, with our highest purpose always enacted, no longer controlled. Perfect beings in 5D, transitioning in a peaceful, loving way, bringing all of our loved ones with us, all of humanity, all the humanoids that are with us, forgiving any and everyone who has ever harmed us, and sending them our unconditional love. Continue to meditate in this state. Okay, so slowly come back from the center of the universe back to our solar system and back to Earth and then back into the room. Apparently I forgot to do a share screen. I thought I did. Could you see the screen? I can't hear you. You're muted. Could you see the screen?
I just saw what we have right now.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I did a share screen. It's all right because it was all black. I didn't realize it was going to turn black. So it had a picture in the beginning and then it turned black. I thought I did a share screen, but I guess not. Sorry about that. So did the dog bother you?
No.
Okay, I had to lock him out. Hold on, I'm going to let him in. You were a bad boy. Yes, you were. You were a bad boy. Yeah, making all that noise. What he does is he won't let me catch him because he knows I'll put him in my lap and then he won't be able to bark because he's on my lap. So he runs away when I get near him. See, he's down there doing that right now. You want me to lock you out again? See, that's what he does. If I don't give him what he wants, he barks at me. He's going to learn the hard way. That's not going to fly.
Right.
Whew.
So, is it the things start next Tuesday?
Yep.
It
9:45.
starts on Tuesday.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Okay. Wasn't sure the date. My mind. I was adding the days up, and it looks like
29.
it's Tuesday.
29, 30, 31. I mean, 28, 29, and 30. It's only 30 days.
Right.
Yeah, and then I've got to set the date. I was going to do that today, and I didn't get around to it. I want to set the date for the workshop and for the 6-week class, and then I want to get the dates set for next year's summit so people can put it on their calendars. And so people that buy my 1-year program, I'm putting together the bonuses for that. It's going to include the summits, 1 year of the meditation, and a bunch of stuff. I'm going to have at least once a month. I'm going to add a $20 class to the app, so it'll include all of those. And so I'm just putting together a bunch of stuff that anybody that buys the 1-year program will be able to get. And
Is there going to be a meditation next week?
yeah,
Okay.
because the workshop's over at 2.
Okay. No, just double checking.
Yeah, it's 9:45 till the last speaker's at 1, and the speaker recordings are about 30 minutes. And then I do a little talk afterwards and then close for the day. So it'll probably be over by around 1:45 at the latest. So
4 hours. Yeah.
yeah, so people will have see, we've got people from all over the world registering. So by having it in the middle of the day, people in Asia can come in the morning or for them it'll be, let's see. For them it'll be early morning, and for Europe it'll be late in the day. Europe gets up 8 hours before us. So they're up and we're in bed. So it'll be the evening for them. And then for Asia, it'll be first thing in the morning. And then for us, it's in the middle of the day. And
How many people have signed up?
We've hit over 300.
Oh, great.
But half of them won't show up because when you give something away free, half of them don't show up. Um, and they'll all be on YouTube. So I only have 5 paid people.
Hmm.
2 that I signed up, you and Pauline, and let me pause. I don't want that out on YouTube. And 3 from Christine Breeze had 3 of her people sign up. And she has that big school, and she's got 3 different web pages. So she's been marketing her people pretty good. She's had over 200 of the people came from Christine Breeze. And Jaja only had 1, and then 3 people had 0. So I'm pretty sure they haven't marketed yet. Takara sent me an email and said she had too many things going on. She's not going to email her people until later this week. So putting it on their calendar this late, I don't know how many people that she's going to sign up are going to come. Shakaya hasn't been very active, so her email is small. So I'm surprised she even had 1. But at least she tried. And but Rosemary should have a huge list, and I'm on her list, and I didn't receive anything for her. Annika is next. I've gotten a few people signed up from her, but I get her email, so I know she signed people up. So I sent an email to all the speakers with their stats as to how many each person has signed up. Only 6 of the 11 have signed people up, so 5 of them haven't signed anybody up. Yeah. Takara told me to do that. She said that, was it her or Annika also? They all send out their stats as to who's been doing what, so that people know, don't invite this person to be a partner with you again, because they don't honor their commitment of marketing to their people. I have had, I think, 3 people so far unsubscribe, but that's okay. If people.
Oh yeah, that's light.
Yeah. Well, if people aren't interested in my new business, then that's fine. I suspect a lot of people aren't even opening the emails, because I'm still getting calls for people that want a treatment. I said, well, I closed my office. It's been over a year.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been 15 months since I closed my office. But I'm still getting calls and what have you. I just had a patient order herbs, and I ordered the wrong fucking herbs. So she has to send them back, and I gotta order them over again. The formula she uses has different types, and I ordered the wrong type.
Oh, okay. Like
It had the right name.
the liver one or the bone
Yeah,
one,
like the
or
liver one. Yeah, I was supposed to order deficient, and I ordered CF. And
is there a gallbladder one, or would that be under liver?
the gallbladder one and the liver one that I recommend are one and the same. So it helps the liver and the gallbladder. Because in many cases, if you've had your gallbladder out, your liver is the gallbladder. People say, I don't have a gallbladder. And yes, you do. It's now your liver. So your liver is always clogged. Because what the liver does is it goes through these processes of getting rid of toxins, and it puts it in the bile, and it puts the bile in the gallbladder. Well, if you don't have a gallbladder, those toxins stay in the liver until you have fat, and then it goes out. But it doesn't go out fast, because the liver has to drain it down. Whereas with the gallbladder is a muscle. So when you eat and you put that fat into your duodenum from your stomach, the gallbladder squeezes and shoots out all the toxins and the bile emulsifies the fat, because you can't digest fat. So it emulsifies the fat. It's like a detergent. Emulsifies the fat to make it small enough to be able to be absorbed by the intestines into the body.
So then olive oil would be one fat, and then what about omegas? Are those in that category? Or
Yeah, but it's what's the source of the omegas. Like olive oil is one source of omegas. So is MCT oil, which comes from coconut oil. But MCT is like the concentrated part of the coconut oil. And then there's avocado oil, or just eat avocados. They're really good for you. Fortunately, they're expensive, and half the time you throw them away because they're bruised or damaged or whatever. But avocado is another really good one.
And nuts.
And nuts. So I always include nuts in my diet. Now, I'm on the keto diet. One of the best nuts you can have is macadamia nuts. So I always put, 5 or 6 macadamia nuts in my salad. And then today I didn't have a salad, but I had a sandwich with lettuce on it, and I had a few macadamia nuts next to the sandwich. So I had some macadamia.
Where does cheese fit in? Is that like bad?
Well, cheese is a fat. Okay, so you need to have a certain amount of fat. And I've had to cut back on the dairy because it creates a lot of phlegm, and dairy is bad for you if you have the tendency to get cancer. So it's recommended you be dairy free, but it's difficult for me to get enough fat in my diet, so I add cheese. But I only add the hard cheeses. I don't eat brie and things like that. So the hard cheeses, a lot of them are actually they're high in calorie, but they fill you up. You feel full, but they can constipate you. So can rice. So I don't eat a lot of rice, but if you eat some beans, or a lot of lettuce, that'll keep you from being constipated. So that's the only downside of cheese is it's dairy and it constipates you. So you have to make sure you're getting plenty of fiber, or you need to have beans, something that moves the bowels, so you don't get bound up.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
No, I don't either.
I know some people like my sister, it's like they're hardly ever go. And I thought that to me would be like torture.
Well, when I was young, I was raised on the worst diet imaginable. High carb, bullshit, donuts, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, that's what I ate. And I didn't have regular bowel movements. My mother's idea of vegetables, there was nothing fresh ever. She'd take a can of peas or something and dump the whole can, juice and all, into the pan and boil it. So it was overcooked peas with the original juice, which is full of salt and sugar. So I never had decent vegetables growing up. So I never had regular bowel movements. I went about once a week. So I didn't know any better. And when I was young, I had chronic hemorrhoids. So, I always had plenty of preparation H around, so I could go to the bathroom once a week. And then I got married. And every day my husband was on the toilet reading. I said, "What are you doing in there?" He says, "Well, going to the bathroom." I said, "Every day?" He said, "Yeah, you're supposed to go every day." And I thought, well, I don't go every day. And I didn't realize how bad that was for you. And then I got pregnant. You had better go every day, because if you don't, there's not enough room for all that poop and the baby in there. And that's when I started doing prune shots once a day. You don't need much, like a 1 ounce. And I got regular, and I was regular after that.
So prunes are really helpful then. I mean, I know prunes are supposed to be, but yeah, we'll always wonder like what really.
Well, you don't
works.
want to take too much, or it'll give you diarrhea. But if you just take a shot every day, then you'll have movements. But then I started eating better. My husband cooked better balanced meals. I still didn't eat a lot of salads because I'd had an ulcer when I was 21. And raw food, even today, I have to be careful how much raw food I get. Like I like it when winter comes and you don't eat as much raw food and you eat more cooked food. That's why I always put vegetables in my spaghetti, or whatever I cook, I add the vegetables in, because I only like them warm. But in the summer, I don't cook a lot of that kind of food very often. So I need to eat some salads.
So Dr. Schultz, have you ever heard of his products? Dr. Schultz? He's been around for a while. He makes a lot of products. But anyways, he has one that's called intestinal #1. And I take that. And it works very well.
Well, there was
but
a product,
all herbal.
Fibercon, that they sell. Before I went to medical school, that's what I used. I used Fibercon, and it worked really good. It's mostly psyllium, I think. Um, but now I have some GI herbs, and there's one for heavy duty, and then there's one for light. I think it's called Gentle Lax or something like that.
And those are through Evergreen?
Yeah, evergreen
And
herbs.
then I would order those through you, and then I would pay the drop ship
Yeah.
if I
Well,
wanted.
what I've been doing is, well, it depends on how much you order, because most of my one patient that's doing those orders, she orders like 12 at a time. You don't need 12 of those. So, um, if I'm going to do an order and you tell me you want it, I won't charge you. Um, so what I've been doing with her is, if you only order one or two bottles, I'm going to have to charge you the shipping because I don't have that much overhead. But she orders so much, I don't charge her anything other than the cost, my cost, because I mean the retail cost. So I don't add on using a credit card or shipping or anything. So I eat some of my profit, because she puts through such a big order. So it just depends on how many things. Like if you wanted to get some, a combination of bottles, like you wanted some liver stuff and the Gentle Lax and whatever, if you wanted several different things, then that would add up, and then I can do the shipping myself.
Yeah,
I'll
I have to
complete the shipping.
think about that. 'Cause I know I used the lung stuff before. Or what was that called? The upper.
Yeah, resveratrol deficient. That's what I was ordering for that one patient because she has
And
a
that
lot.
one, I was doing that one. I like that one, and then the liver one, and then I think that I was doing the charisma too.
The charisma is really good.
And
Uh,
I should probably, if you've got one for
well,
movement, I should probably think
there's
about that one too.
yeah, that's the Gentle Lax. There's also one for the equivalent of the one for the lungs, but it's for the gut. So if you've got any kind of condition in your gut, an infection or what have you, there's an herb formula for that. And then there's it used to be called V-statin, which I liked, but the feds make them change the name. It's now V-support. But when I got that infection in my mouth, I took V-support and it got rid of the infection. So, one is just an infection in the body, one is for the lungs, whatever kind of infection, bacteria, viral, whatever, and the other is for the gut. So what herb formulas do in Chinese medicine is they have what are called directing herbs. So it'll be herbs to get rid of an infection. So like V support goes to the whole body. Then resveratrol deficient says send all of those herbs to the lungs, to the upper jiao. And then the lower jiao one, I forgot the name of it, says send everything to the intestines. So that's how the herbs work. So like there's herb formulas for pain. So there's just general pain in the body. But then I've got formulas for neck and shoulders, arms and wrists, knees and ankles, back pain, and they're telling the directing herbs are telling the pain medicine go to this area of the body. So instead of treating the whole body, you're treating that one specific area where the problem is. So it gets more of the medicine to that one area by using directing herbs. Chinese formulas are complicated. It's not like Western herbs. Western herbs, it goes to the whole body, whatever it is. And the formulas, there's very few, formulas that are thousands of years old, like Chinese medicine. We've got formulas that have been around for thousands of years. In fact, they believe that Chinese herbal medicine is older than acupuncture, but it's hard to prove.
Yeah.
They know for sure acupuncture is 2,500 years old. They know that for sure because of written documentation. But it was a verbal thing previous to that where you learned as an apprentice. So who knows when it got started and how old it is. By the time they had writing, it was an herbal tradition for millennia. Most people estimate it's at least 5,000 years old.
Hmm.
So those formulas are very old, but in Europe, they burned and killed all the quote witches. What they were women who were healers and herbalists, and they went around killing them, called them witches. They weren't witches, they were herbalists. And so all of that information got killed. And it was the Muslims who reintroduced medicine to Europe. So Europe basically had no medicine for a long time during the Dark Ages. And the Muslims invaded Europe and took over, Italy and the Near East and Spain. And they reintroduced medicine when they did that, along with a numbering system and all kinds of things came from the Muslims who invaded Europe.
Hmm. Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people, we don't learn this in history.
Oh, hell no.
You have to be like me, a geek for history who's always looking things up.
Well, it's just a shame because now you compare what we learned, what they're learning now, and it's 10 times worse than what we learned.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like,
What they're learning now isn't even reality.
no, it's not. It's all made up crud, you know?
Yeah, they're being told the Constitution is bad. None of them have even read the Constitution. And they're being told communism is good, but they've never researched it. They've never been to China. They didn't look at what China
Oh,
did.
they've got to live through it. That's the only way to do it, you know? Live through it and
Well,
revolt.
they didn't learn the history of Stalin and the millions of people that he killed. Oh my God, he was as bad as Hitler. Some say he was worse. He used to dig mass graves, line people up, shoot. He would kill whole villages. Just line them up, shoot them, toss them in the grave, cover them up with dirt. He did that to all kinds of people in his country. But you don't learn that in history. Haile Selassie
Amazing.
did that to his people. A lot of cultures, the rule dictator takes over when they want certain land and there's a village there. They just kill everybody and take over the land, burn the village, and start over and take all their resources. It's Humanity has a really nasty history.
Yeah. But I know one thing, I sure would have been a lot more grateful for everything I had years and years ago if I'd known how bad, you just take so much for granted, because it's so easy to get into that. Why did my parents have more money? Why didn't they do all these things, selfish, mean things that you just, something inbred, to feel that feeling of entitlement, that you get that you totally don't deserve it, you know?
I was trying to see if I stopped the video, if I could start it again, and I guess I can't. Okay, but the live stream is still good. All right, so I just want to pause the sorry, I was testing. I was listening to you. Yeah, it's really dreadful what they do.
Terrible things.
Yeah. And you wonder how much of that was controlled by evil and how much of it was just people. Now, I think about me when I was little. I knew certain things were just wrong. I used to fight with my father over it. That's just wrong. I hated prejudice even as a little kid. And so I think there are people that do know that some things are just wrong. And so I'm not sure why some people are born and they want to do evil things. Now, I know some people are raised in horrific ways, which I know it led me to become an atheist. Can, cause people to take a negative path, but even as an atheist, I didn't want to kill anybody. I didn't want to go around stealing and beating people up or setting things on fire. And there was a guy on Twitter the other day. His mother died in the hospital, and he was pissed at the doctors. He said he wanted to go outside and burn something. He wanted to go, go into town and riot and burn stuff. And I couldn't calm him down. I finally just blocked him because I didn't want that kind of people on my wall. But, good people can turn, I suppose, but I don't think they're born that way. I think evil turns them that way.
Yeah. Addiction will do it to you.
Yeah, but then you're not yourself. You're
No, but
I'm not counting people that are possessed.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm talking about when they're not possessed, because a lot of people that have addictions, drugs, alcohol, whatever, when they're not high, they're usually good people. It's when they get high and they're taken over.
Yeah. Then you've got to heal your brain, and that takes a long time.
You've got to heal your emotions. You got to heal the whole.
Because most people, like start drinking very young and they've never matured emotionally. They haven't got a clue.
That's why I'm against pot. Whatever age you start smoking at, your emotional development stops. So if you start when you're 15, you're going to be 15 emotionally the rest of your life. It's not a good thing. What was I going to say? I forgot. Oh well. Yeah.
It's sad.
I think that people start getting addictions because they can't deal with what's going on, and they feel helpless. They don't know what to do.
Well, some people can go a long time without the negative effects from it, I mean, they feel like they can function, and a lot of times they do. They function for a long time.
Well, that's because they're young. When you get older, it starts
Right.
catching up with
And
you.
then when it starts catching up with you, you're really screwed, because then you think you can stop and you can't stop, not without a lot of help,
Well, not only can you not stop, it does so much damage to the body that can't be reversed.
Yeah.
Some alcoholics, if they don't stop in time, they need a liver transplant. Their liver has so much cirrhosis. And I don't know what DTs are like, but from what I've heard about them, that has got to be one of the worst things to go through. It is horrific. It's worse than a bad drug trip because it goes on for days and it can actually kill you.
Yeah.
Which is why they wean people off. But the nightmares and the hallucinations, I mean, it's, pink elephants are a joke, but it's not funny.
Yeah.
So
No, you definitely get a lot of.
Well, heroin addicts, my understanding is a heroin addict will sell their mother for a fix. They'll do anything to get a fix. Should I have this in tight because if I'm on the cell phone, it doesn't have as much real estate. I can't have as big a thing. But this looks funny like this, doesn't it? Should I center this in the middle of that?
What center, what? This?
Oh, you can't see my cursor, can you? See the two books? Here, let me do a share screen. Okay, can you see my screen?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, can you see this? Where my cursor is? No. Okay, stop sharing.
Yeah, I can see the cursor.
Oh, you could? Okay, so it's on the two books. See how the two books are not centered underneath the top book?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Does that look funny? So the summit is centered under those. So I think I should.
Yeah, I think you could move them over a little bit. I'm not sure it really makes that much difference, but you'd probably look a little bit better.
Yeah, okay, I will. Yeah, I have it the way it is because when I use it on my phone, I wanted it to fit and not fall off. So I think I'm going to move it over. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, it looks good though. I mean, everything looks good.
I think it looks better with a darker background than with the pink. I think it was just too much pink.
Yeah, I think darker is definitely better.
Okay.
So,
I
well, I
tried.
guess I'm gonna go.
Okay. Well,
And
thank you
thanks
for all
for
your help.
everything. Yeah, absolutely. I'm so computer, I'm
Hey,
just
I'm gonna have 300 people potentially, all of them not computer literate.
a lot of them are like me, just whatever looks good.
So I got to help them somehow.
I do. I think for one thing, the background color definitely is. I'd forgotten what the color was before, but yeah, this is definitely better. And it makes your face look really, well, it always looks nice. I'm not saying anything like that, but it looks really nice. So,
Oh, thank you. Well,
yeah.
it also my hair it's like, all this stress is turning my hair white.
Oh,
It used to be just white here, but now look how much white there is. See?
it looks kind of cool. It looks like you streaked it though.
No. No, it's growing in white. So as I trim my hair, there'll be less black or brown or whatever color that is. Okay. Thank you, Jean.
Yeah, thanks. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.